Good morning. This is Jason Kendrick, the metaphysician, your personal growth anti-guru, here in beautiful Sedona, Arizona. And I wanted to do part 2 of Arguing with God. Today, especially after my trip yesterday, I know what I want to talk about because my experience yesterday really kind of opened my eyes to really how things work. And I know, since we're all one, you probably have the same experience. So what I wanted to talk about was how when we decide we want to be more positive, when we decide that we wanted to be more loving and more passionate and more compassionate, how it seems that as soon as we make that decision, God throws us what we might consider curveballs, as it were. And really what I've come to realize, and it's been told me before, and I may or may not have wanted to believe it, but what tends to happen is as soon as you just make that decision, as soon as you decide that you want to be more loving, more compassionate, you get to try it out. And so in my experience yesterday, driving from Denver to Sedona, as soon as I got into Utah and got onto 191, and I had a blessing, as I see him now, but at the time not so much, pull up on my butt and then pull around me and then slow down, and when I attempted to pass him, he sped up, and so my experience was less than loving. But synchronicity as it is, what came to mind was my Course in Miracles class that I was just in, and the thought for the day was, everything is love or a call for love. And so feeling the emotion, feeling the anger, through gritted teeth, I said, you're a call for love. I send you love in my blessing. And what was funny was I spent probably a good 5 minutes just being angry and being in the moment and really not being as loving as I wanted to be. However, after realizing my mistake and realizing what I needed to do and what was going to free me, I blessed him and said you were a call for love and gave him my love and sent it to him. He went away. It was miraculous, for lack of a better term. It really was miraculous that as soon as I said call for love, I bless you, you're a call for love, he went around the next truck in front of us and I never saw him again. He literally just disappeared from my experience. And so that was a great example for me of how, while we're going through our process and while we're really having our own experience, we have to be aware that as soon as we decide to be more loving, to have these experiences come into us, that we have to be aware that it's all practice. So as you decide to be more loving, as you decide to be more compassionate, and things seem to go the opposite, realize that's just God's way of giving you practice. You are a student and a teacher, always learning. So don't be discouraged. Don't be overly angry, and keep in mind that it's all about the journey. We are works in progress, and as perfect as we are, we still are human. We're living this human experience for a reason, and that is to have these experiences, that is to have the journey. So be aware that once you decide that you want to be more patient, more courageous, more loving, you're going to get practice. So keep that in mind and enjoy your practice. And here's a little view from beautiful Sedona, Arizona, and hopefully if you haven't been here yet, you'll get your butt down here, because this is one of my favorite places on earth. I come a couple times a year because the energy here is amazing, and the vistas, just have a look. So, there you go. This is Jason B. Kendrick, the metaphysician from beautiful Sedona, Arizona, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace.